I'm an income investor, but I'm confused about, past what I know from now. My utilities, I had to sell a couple of them, so they're down. I replaced 3 of them, but not enough yet. And the only way I can add to utilities is to decrease my industrials, which are over. And the one I need to sell, which is 12% of the sector, is IN22, which I always, being an income investor, Dan has always said, you collect shares. So I don't know if that's a good thing to do or not. It's just done so well. I can't believe it. The value has grown so much,
Mm-hmm. Yep, that is one that is on our buy list, and it does have a very, very good yield on it. So, the yield is right at 2% there. How much of your portfolio does it make up? Is it over, say, 4 or 5% of your whole portfolio?
Yeah, it's 12%, but it's because of the value. I mean, I only have 53 shares, and it's just like,
yeah.
So I'd have to sell half of it, to put into utilities. So I'm torn. I don't want to, I'm torn.
So that puts you over in the sector as well, right?
Yes, I'm about 7% over.
Okay.
And that's the one I have most of, yeah. I only have 3 in industrial, but the other 2 are up 48 and 46% too. So
yeah. So if it's 12% of your overall portfolio, I would consider paring that back at least by half. So that would get you down to 6%. Kind of our rule of thumb guideline is to have no more than 1 to 2.5 or 3% in an individual equity position. So, I mean, I personally would be comfortable going a little bit higher than that, but that's up to you. So the way that you want to think about this is that you're capturing some growth. You're still going to get the 2% yield on what you keep in that particular company. But if you're overweighted in that sector, it's a good, in that particular stock, 12% is too high. You want to shift to something else. So what you can actually do is you can increase your yield by taking whatever part of that particular company that you sell and moving it to something that has greater than a 2% yield, which is pretty easy to do. So if you don't see anything on the buy list at this point, hang tight for just a little bit. Now that we've gotten those asset allocation models updated and where we want them to be, our focus has been to get more companies onto the buy list. So we're working really hard on doing that, and you're going to see a lot of activity coming onto the buy list. Now, this doesn't mean that you need to buy everything that we put out there. You have to be very selective as to what needs to go in your portfolio, and it doesn't mean that you need to sell anything unless, of course, we send out a sell alert.
Right. Well, I'll have to add to utilities is what I'll be looking at. So
okay. Well, that sounds good. Sounds like you know exactly what you need to do.
I just need to do it. Okay. Thank you, Shanna.
All right. Thanks for calling, and thanks for being a partner.